Hey guys, this is Comic Uno, and today I'm doing a review for Mayday's Journey. So again, we're continuing Mayday's Journey on Comic Frontline, and we are up to actually a giant size issue, which is issue 25 of Spider-Girl. And we got the Sinister Six here, which is actually called the Savage Six in Spider-Girl. I think we see them a couple more times, but not a lot. So Savage Six really is just a reference to the Sinister Six from Spider-Man. So, in this issue, we get to see May has a new hairstyle, which will be kept for a little while. And usually, you know, one big thing with Spider-Girl, she gets a lot of hairstyles, May. We have this one, I think, really a couple more issues from now, we'll have her having a new hairstyle. That'll be kept until issue 100. And then, of course, Amazing Spider-Girl and all the other series, Spectacular Spider-Girl, she has the longer hair, which made more sense for the time period. So, we get this, like, Rachel-type Friends haircut, which again will be stayed for a little while. And also in the Midtown High drama, we get to see that JJ has more feelings for May than May has for JJ, and he's being a little bit of an asshole about it. So he actually gets kidnapped by the Sinister Six, you know, a coincidence, but because the Sinister Six, or Savage Six, wanted the attention of J. Jonah Jameson. That way Spider-Girl could come and save the day and they could fight Spider-Girl. And that's what happens. Spider-Girl does come. She finds out about the hostages, and everyone feels that Spider-Girl's just an amateur, and she sees that. A lot of people feel that Spider-Girl can't defeat these people. So she's like, alright, I'm gonna go, I have to help my friends. So she defeats a lot of the heroes, but then she starts getting tired. And the last villain she has to defeat is the Killer Watt. Now the Killer Watt has electric powers, and Spider-Girl gets zapped in the end, and something happens. She loses her powers. Everything's saved. You know, the hostages are saved. Courtney and JJ are saved. All the other heroes come to help because Spider-Girl is worn out, but she loses her powers because of the electricity. And this is going to be a long arc. It will be a long arc where she won't have any powers, but it brings stuff to the series and to her character because she has lost her powers. And that's what happens in the issue. It's a big villain issue, a lot of fighting, and it's really fun. Really shows who Spider-Girl is. It shows that Spider-Girl, yeah, she is strong, but, you know, people underestimate her, but she uses her smart. She tricks people in a way. A lot of the times when she does these fights, she's like, oh, well, he's holding this thing, so I'll drop it. So she does use her brain during the fight. And I do like that. That's like special I feel about Spider-Girl. She really does think. It's like, all right, what should I do? I know he's stronger, but what should I do to defeat this person? And I like that about this issue, because there's so many diverse villains that she had to defeat, but she's trying. She's still, even though she feels like she can't defeat them, she keeps trudging. She's like, I gotta get up. I gotta get up. And, you know, when she does get help, she's like, all right, I'll take the help. You know I need it. So I think that's a cool thing about Spider-Girl that we do see about in this issue. And it's cool seeing the whole Midtown High characters being used in the supervillain story, even though it's a little bit too much of a coincidence that Courtney and JJ were captured. I still like that. I do like when they're in the Spider-Girl type story also, because that's a cool thing about these supporting characters and superhero stories in general. They're going to be the hostages sometimes. Now, I'm actually not a big fan of this story arc, you know, when May loses her powers, because I'm not a big fan of characters losing their powers. At least in this story arc, it actually does something. Usually it doesn't. Sometimes it's just annoying. You're just like, I kind of want her to have her powers. Like, I'm reading this superhero story for a reason, because I like that it's superheroes, not that she doesn't have any powers. But she's trying. She does try throughout the whole story arc to still be a hero, which I respect. And it's kind of weird, but she will use a goblin glider, which will make sense as the story goes on. And I feel like that's when the weird parts goes on. It's like, oh, it looks a little weird that she has like a bag of pumpkin bombs and a you know, goblin glider. But yeah, there are things that come with the story arc that will be interesting. There's actually, I think in 2 more issues, we have a big goblin story because she lost her powers, and this story wouldn't be possible if she had her powers. So I like that story, and when she gets her powers, again, she'll have some new powers, so it's interesting. So again, it's not going to be a nothing type story. Things happen because of it, but it does last a little longer than I wanted to. It does go into the next volume, so you will see Spider-Girl without powers for a little while. But still, I like this issue. It's a really fun double-sized issue. Some great fighting, some great action scenes, and some great Midtown scenes also. So I'm going to give it, you know, still a great grade because I love Spider-Girl. So it's still, even though this is one of my least favorite Spider-Girl story arcs, it's still a good story arc. But hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, I'll have another review for Mayday's Journey, Spider-Girl issue 26 next week, next Sunday on Comic Frontline. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is Comic Uno and Comic Frontline. Guys, don't forget to follow me on Twitter for Comic Uno and their end situations. And don't forget to like my Facebook page. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.